Okay, so Gemini, dating the Gemini woman. You know, it's great to actually look at the comments. Some of them from the first time, from the first go round. With this situation with Gemini, it made me reflect a bit more. I had, well, I've said before, I've banged more Gemini women than probably any other sign. Yeah, more than any other sign. So I've had more interactions with Gemini to be able to express something more in regards to the seriousness that they possess. However, I think the element of Gemini, the qualities and the characteristics that are attributed to the sign, is kind of like open season to play the field for a Pisces man. So let me clarify what I'm saying, right? Like with Gemini women, like, okay, like this one specific incident, right, that I'm speaking about. I dealt with this Gemini woman, before. And I ran into her again, and she gave me like a proposition. You know what I'm saying? She was basically explaining to me how life was in another city, another state, or what have you, right? So, you know, I'm sitting there and I'm having a great time because we have a great conversation all the time. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what Gemini woman I'm dealing with. So I'm speaking to her and she's telling me of all of these opportunities that is where she is. Not only that, but me being a New Yorker, a native New Yorker, that I would be able to maneuver around where she was located now in a way that was just, you know, earth shattering. You know what I'm saying? That whole city slicker mentality that we possess, I would like run laps around the place where she was at. And, you know, that now that I think about it today, like the place where she's at, they're doing very well right now. You know what I mean? So it's still like lingering in the back of my mind to actually touch down over there. But here nor there. Back to the story, right? So she's explaining this to me and I'm getting excited. I'm like, yo. So I'm telling you like now, like I was this close to leaving. And I probably, now that I reflect on it, I probably shouldn't have told my close friends about it because I was about to just go. You know what I'm saying? But they kind of like talked me out of it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, come on, you can't, you know. I told a lot of friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm about to be out. You know what I'm saying? But this Gemini woman made it clear to me, like, yo, listen, this would be great for you. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. So I'm thinking about it and I'm really ready to leave. You know what I'm saying? And it was like maybe 2 days before she left back that I told her, like, you know what? I'm not going to go. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for all of the information and this, that, and the third and everything. So why am I saying this, right? I'm saying that because I'm saying this. I believe that she was serious about being, you know, more exclusive with me by telling me all of that information. You know what I'm saying? Especially moving out of from the environment that we were from or that we were located in. You know, we're from New York, both of us. So to move out of that area, that environment will give the opportunity for someone to move forward if something or an environment or a certain lifestyle is holding someone back. You understand what I'm saying? So kudos to the Gemini woman for doing that. You know what I'm saying? So that, yeah, I do sense that was her being serious. Now, back to explaining how the Gemini characteristics or qualities of the sign kind of invites something that I don't think they are expecting from a relationship, a monogamous relationship, is something that I need to talk about, because the whole communicative and, you know, involving other people, consolidating information and ideas and everything, that's a type of quality that suggests that you will be on the scene a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean to say like I'm just a whore. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't trust me because if you put me in an arena where there's a lot of people around, that I'm going to do you dirty. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the inviting environment puts me in a place where it's showtime for me. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm a Leo North Node. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know anything about Leo North Node, maybe you want to read up on it. Very deep stuff. But for the most part, my Leo North Node placement, the way that it's placed, suggests that if I put a woman before my purpose, I can do badly. You know what I mean? And I don't even like to talk about it, but I reflect on my life and it's true. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of situations that I find myself in, it's like, listen, if your purpose is compromised because you want to put all of your time and energy into one woman, then guess what? You're going against your Leo North Node. And your Leo North Node is what is going to pull you and drive you to it. It may be times where I must be relentless in my pursuit to go towards my North Node. And it's like I'm put in positions to say, look, you're going to do this or you're going to do that. Which way you going? You know what I'm saying? And should I go back and think, oh no, she's a keeper, or you know what I mean? Like she's got it. She's the one, or whatever the case may be. Should I go back and try that again? Leo North Node has a way of just spanking you the same way Saturn does, by just saying, you thought that was going to work, right? We let you play. Look what happened, right? So look, put the purpose first. That chick or those chicks are going to come along and gather to be a part of your purpose. If not, guess what? It's a facade. You know what I'm saying? It's just a distraction. It's something to get in your way. You know what I mean? So this is not to, in a way, I'm trying to say this so I don't disrespect Gemini women who are actually serious. You understand what I'm talking about? Because I know me and she knows me. You know what I'm saying? If I get into an environment like that, I'm a New York City slicker and I'm in a new whole city to where they're not used to moving as fast as I move. You can only imagine the type of women that would be attracted to me based upon the way that I move. You know what I'm saying? And she would have to put up with that. She would have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? And it makes me, you know what, that makes me reflect on, like, all right, once upon a time when I had a serious relationship, monogamous, right? A great friend of mine told me, he said, yo, you need to go cheat. And I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? Because me, you know what I'm saying? And it was great advice. I know some of y'all women out there probably like, oh, that's a great friend of yours. Like, that's a terrible thing to say. No, let me tell you, right? Me being who I was at that time, you know, I was devoted to what I got into. I wouldn't have gotten into it should I have not have done it. I think that's a Virgo ascendant trait of mine. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. So I'm all in. You know what I'm saying? But here I was explaining my detriments in my personal life, right, to someone else. I needed someone to talk to about relationships at this time, right? It's ironic how when I'm in one, I didn't have the best advice, but now that I'm MGTOW, I have great advice. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling him this, and his response is like, yo, man, you need to cheat. You know what I'm saying? Now, he got a girl too, mind you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm watching them, how they stick it out or whatever the case may be, and I'm like, maybe he's on to something. You know what I'm saying? Because despite them having their quarrels or whatever the case may be, they are still together. And, you know, I went even further to ask him, like, yo, do y'all know that y'all cheated on each other? And he's like, to a degree. You know what I'm saying? It's not like no videotapes or nothing, but, you know, we could pretty much feel each other out and know that we both have cheated on each other. Now, at first, I'm like, this is just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because my attitude, like, why get involved in something if you're just going to do someone dirty like that? So, but it wasn't until I cheated that I understood what he was talking about. Like, I cheated, and, you know, then all of a sudden my significant other, my lover, come out in the streets chasing after me, trying to find out where I'm at, and now all of a sudden she loves me. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden she wants me, and it's not until you go out there and you see that other people still want you, or you make yourself a hot item, that the people who had you, all of a sudden they want you now. Are you so hot? Are you so great to them now? You know what I'm saying? So that brought me to wake me up a lot when it came to relationships. You know what I'm saying? I went out and I did it again. You know what I'm saying? I started running the streets to a degree. You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, I started understanding my self-worth all over again. And I'm just like, this is what let me know that my purpose for my North Node is very serious. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the purpose, you know, introduced that information to me. It's just like, that's great information. I could foresee, though, where this can potentially go, and that is me running laps around that city and you being the person who put me on. You know what I'm saying? And not, maybe, possibly not being exclusive like that because I have a purpose. You know what I'm saying? And although she would probably be the person, to connect me to a lot of people out there, you know, she might look at that as like, oh, you savage mother. Like, how I put you on to all of this and you, like, don't even live here no more, or you're not even my guy no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, who knows? With me, I might just go out there and just do me to the extent that, you know, I might look at her like, I don't need you like that. You understand what I'm talking about? And it was still a great deal. Like, I kid you not, because, you know, I have close relationships with the men in her family too. And some of them are out there, you know what I'm saying? So they already let me know, like, yo, you come out here, I got you, you know what I'm saying? You need connections, you need to know about this place, that place, I got you. Don't even worry about it. You could come through here and everything. You already know what it is based upon our relationship in New York. You know what I'm saying? So again, I see the way that Gemini women involve other people and what their agenda is and what they're trying to do. But this is one incident that I could see that was more serious because, you know, family was involved, and, you know, it wasn't so much along the lines of friends. She was more along the lines of, listen, you could do this and you can be successful at it over here. And it makes sense, especially business sense, because it's like New York is a very competitive place to be, and to actually, I'm not saying make it, like you can make it here, but to look like you're making it is a totally different story. You understand what I'm talking about? So you could be doing just fine, but in the perspective from others, the way that they view it, they're like, oh, you're not so hot. You're not, you know, it's very egotistical up here. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, if you're not on the front page of this or whatever, you're not doing nothing, which is far from the truth. But yeah, that's my spill on the dating the Gemini woman for now, anyway.